Eric says Kacey doesn't have time for him.
I actually have to take a number to see her.
But when she picked a winning twin,
He's on the left.
she had plenty of time for him.
It lasted all night.
And it was quality time.
He gave me a long kiss goodnight.
I tried to leave and she kept pulling me back inside.
I didn't get that far the first time.
After Eric dates a girl with hair of gold,
That's great if you want to go out with Marsha Brady.
will their love be much more than a hunch? Or will they have a change of heart?
Change of heart. Today's couple, well, they met at a hardware store, and he knew instantly that she had all the right tools. In fact, the foundation was laid a year ago, and they've been building a strong relationship ever since. Please welcome Eric Rosno and Kacey Cole. So, Eric, tell me what tools Kacey has that has you sold on her.
You know what? She's unbelievably caring. She'll drop everything, you know, to help me, whatever.
She goes out of her way for you.
Exactly.
That's very nice. Now, Kacey, what about you? What ultimately nailed you down with this guy?
Well, when I first met him, he was really, really sensitive and really shy. In fact, I had to make the first move on him. I had to kiss him first.
Wow. So. Now, Kacey, what about the one thing that might be chiseling away a little bit at the relationship?
Probably that he's just not educated enough. He doesn't go to school.
What are you saying, he's dumb?
He doesn't go to school. I made him go one semester, and he dropped out a week later, saying that I made him feel bad.
School's not the most important thing.
I think it's very important to me. It's very important to me.
So, Eric, how does Kacey let you know that this bothers her?
You know what? She treats me like I'm just not good enough.
That's not true.
No, it is.
That's not true.
You always are comparing me to your friends' boyfriends, your parents.
My parents have a perfect relationship. If they can have
you're trying to mold me into something that I'm not. Is what it comes down to.
Yeah, but Kacey, is that maybe a little unrealistic to throw it at him, though?
No, because
Yes.
I just want a good relationship.
She tries to make me something that I'm not.
Okay.
You know,
now, Eric, what about when you guys are trying to get together? How difficult is it to get with Kacey?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it, Chris. It's unbelievable. I actually have to take a number to see her.
You're making an appointment or something?
Yeah. I'm really busy.
No, she's got school, she's got work. She's not at school or work. She's out with her friends. And when I do call a week in advance,
make reservations.
To get a date with her.
I'm not that busy.
She's always bringing her friends, her brother, everybody. It's just we never have time alone anymore. I don't have that much
extra time, and I want to see the people I care about.
Kacey, you got to work him in a little bit. Now he feels slighted, obviously, because you have a lack of time for him. What makes you feel slighted in the relationship?
He never, ever says he's sorry. Never.
No, you know what?
No, it's ridiculous.
If I'm sorry,
he always has to be right.
If I'm wrong, I'll say I'm sorry.
Oh, if you're ever wrong, but you've never been wrong, that's it.
If I'm wrong, I say I'm sorry.
No, that's not true.
So you never get to hear that. Now, Kacey, why do you think that Eric's so insensitive about these kind of things?
He's so retarded, I'm telling you. He acts so...
You know what? No, there's a difference between
his idol
immature...
is Tom Green from MTV, and I'm telling you...
That's a nice guy to look up to.
Yeah. Now, if this was a live studio audience, he'd be mooning you all and showing you his hairy butt.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's fun.
No, he's proud of it.
Well, there is a live studio audience, so don't give him any ideas, please. That's a fun side of him. What about a sensitive side?
He is very sensitive. That's one of the first things that I liked about him. But actually, now everything's changed. He's just not the same, and he doesn't treat me the same.
So you're not seeing that sensitive side that you want to see?
No, he never says he's sorry. Okay. He always has to be right.
You know what?
He never apologizes to me, even when I'm right.
Now, Eric, what do you think the show's going to do for you today?
Well, it might make me make her realize that I might be the one. I'm more qualified than just about any other boyfriend. I don't think she's going to find anybody that's any better. To be truthful.
Oh, he's pretty self-confident.
Well, you would hope he would be a little bit at least. All right, now stay tuned because Kacey's date said that she let his fingers do some walking. Find out where they wandered to next. Stay tuned. Eric and Kacey. Now, we set Kacey up with a stud named Zach, and she says their date was incredible. There's one thing, though, that she doesn't even know. There's not one incredible Zach Finley, but two. So, guys, come on out. Now, a twin?
No.
Can you identify which one was Zach? Is he on the left or is he on the right? Which one?
He's on the left.
All right, let's see. The real Zach, come on down here. Oh, there, you got it. You were right. All right, have a seat and welcome. Nice job, Kacey. By the way, before you guys went out, did Eric give you some rules to follow before you had your date?
Yes, he did. The first rule that he gave me was I wasn't allowed to have a good time.
What kind of rule was that?
The second rule that he gave me is I wasn't allowed to kiss him.
Now, Eric, Eric, was it because you were a little paranoid, or what was going on here?
A little paranoid, a little jealousy. I think there's a little bit of both.
Now, Kacey, what about you and Zach? A lot in common from the first phone call?
Yeah, we definitely had a lot in common. He lives really close to me.
Oops.
We have the same major. We have the same job.
What major's that?
Administration of Justice.
Oh, yeah?
Well, you should know her major.
I
Okay, I'm just making sure. Now, Kacey, what about on the phone when you were talking to him? Anything that bothered you a little bit or troubled you?
A little bit, just because I was looking for a mature guy, and Zach's a fraternity guy. Fraternity guys are known to be slutty, so I was a little bit worried about that.
That made you a little cautious, right? Because Eric is a little, on the wild side or goofy or whatever you use to describe him. Now, Zach, what about you? You show up at the door. Did you earn any kind of brownie points by doing anything?
You know what I sure did? I showed up with a bouquet of sunflowers. Later to learn that when we went back to our apartment, her theme of the apartment is sunflowers everywhere.
And you didn't know that?
I didn't have
Wow.
I love sunflowers.
Flowers are pretty original.
Eric has
pretty
never given me sunflowers.
Did you bring sunflowers to your first date? To the date?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
So he did good then. Now, Kacey, besides the sunflowers, what else impressed you about Zach?
He was clean shaven, and Eric looks like he tripped and fell on his chin.
What's this, dirt?
Just a little fuzz.
And he was nicely dressed, and Eric, I pretty much have to dress him myself, or else he'd come out looking like a dork.
And Kacey, what about the way he looked as far as physically?
He was gorgeous. He looked really good.
So you like
I
that?
was happy.
Now, Kacey, with this date, did you have any requests that went along with it?
Yeah, I was actually happy because he let me pick what I got to do. So we decided to go shopping and go out to dinner and go dancing.
Shopping
and
must have been fun.
Eric never lets me go shopping or go dancing.
You know what?
So
When we
it was
Now,
nice.
see, Eric, you're making a comment, but these are simple things that she likes to do. Why don't you?
Well, because shopping is like every day. We'll drive by, pick and save, and she'll want to go shopping.
What's wrong with pick and save?
Well, Kacey,
boring.
the guy, Zach obviously went along with you to the shopping, whatever. And how did he do?
He did good. We had fun. We went in and I saw a sweater that I liked. And he was like, why don't you try it on? He helped me with that.
You know, it's
And
actually nice to see in a dressing room once in a while changing different outfits.
Nice
And
to
We see it every day.
Eric would have left. Eric would have left or found a chair to take a nap or something. So I was happy.
He would have been bored and so over it. Now,
Yeah,
what
you'll get
about
awfully
Zach?
bored of
Was he laying some compliments on you during this time?
Well, he saw my ID when I had long hair, and he said that I looked better with short hair, which was a good thing because Eric hates my hair, and he gets mad every time I get a haircut.
It was nice long.
So a little difference in
I
taste, but
I
it was,
cut it. It's not coming back.
and it was nice that Zach appreciated your hair.
Yes, it was cute.
I also learned that you like the big bimbo blonde boobs. Is that
Yeah.
What's wrong with these?
This is true.
What's wrong with these?
Nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying.
They're beautiful.
Now, Kacey, it sounds like to me things are off to a pretty good start. Were you thinking the same thing?
Yeah, things were going really good. We had a lot in common, and it was just great to talk with somebody that had so much in common with me.
We're
and-
both actually criminal justice majors.
So there's a lot of
Yeah.
things in common then going on in this
Wow,
date.
that's-
Now, Zach, on this date, I hope you were a gentleman and totally picked up the check for dinner and.
I sure was. You know what? She actually reached for a wallet at the end of the day. Maybe someone can't reach for their wallet once in a while and she's used to paying for it.
It was really sweet, yeah. I didn't even have to worry about it with her.
Now, is that true, Eric? Are you a little on the tight side? You don't treat her, or
I'm
what?
not tight.
I pay
we
for
share.
him all the time.
No.
He is such a liar.
I'd say it's
Always
50-50.
pay for him.
I'd say
I
it's
would say it's
50-50.
more like 80-20.
Now, Kacey, I know you guys went out dancing also. How does Zach compare dancing as opposed to with Eric?
Well, you can't really compare because Eric doesn't dance at all.
I don't dance.
He's never even taken me to a club in the year that we've been together.
So that's a big downer.
You never
Yeah.
want. I've offered.
No,
You never want to go.
If I go, he would stand there and watch me. He doesn't dance. And Zach, I just grabbed his hand and we went dancing and we got freaky.
Okay. Gosh, Zach says you got freaky. How friendly were things out there on the dance
You
floor?
know what? They're actually real friendly. I learned that she likes sunflowers so much she got a tattoo on her body of one.
Oh, yeah?
She showed me that. We were getting down and sweaty on the dance floor.
Big
So
deal,
things
it's on
were
her
going
shoulder.
So you learned about the sunflower. What else did you learn while you were out on the dance floor?
You know what? I let my fingers do the walk-in. I learned that she wears G-strings.
Oh, yeah?
She's got a great body on her.
Now, Eric, you're a little surprised she got that physical, went that far in public?
Yeah, actually, I am. Yeah? I didn't get that far the first time.
Now, Kacey, you guys got done dancing. Did things continue to heat up a little bit?
Well, yeah, it was getting late, so we decided to go back to my house. And we were talking on the couch for a while, and then he gave me a long kiss goodnight.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, that was one of the other rules that she wasn't supposed to break. So how do you feel about that?
Well, what goes, goes.
Okay.
I guess.
Can't really take it back at this point. Zach, how would you describe the kiss, though?
You know what? It was a lot more than just a peck. I tried to leave repeatedly, and she kept pulling me back inside.
All right, well, Kacey, a little wild woman there. Next, we're going to find out, though, how hot things got when Eric took his date out to the desert. So stay tuned for that. On Kacey's date with Zach, and now we're going to meet the woman that Eric dated. Now, Eric says Kacey treats him like dirt and makes him take a backseat in their relationship. So we found him a girl who treats her guy like gold and lets her man sit in the driver's seat. Please welcome Mary Reed. Hi, Mary. Good to see you. Welcome. You know Eric. Guys, have a seat. And Eric, let me ask you, was it easy making plans with Mary?
Actually, it was. We talked for quite a while on the phone and found out that we're both into motocross, desert stuff, so we decided that we'd take a date out to the desert.
So that's good, and you had some things in common. What about when you first met her? Any surprises?
Actually, yeah. I had just worked an overnight shift at work, and I was really tired. I hadn't slept a whole lot, and she brought me a Mountain Dew, and that was kind of cool.
Mountain Dew!
Kacey wouldn't really think about bringing me anything in that situation.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You're
Well,
right.
Mary, nice touch. That was very nice.
thank
And what
you.
about when you met Eric? Were you happy with what you saw?
Yeah, I was really happy. He's a cutie and he's tall. He's quite a bonus.
So a lot of good things as far as that
Yes.
goes. And Eric, when you saw Mary, what stood out about her?
Actually, the very first thing that stood out was her long hair. Her
Which-
hair is
yeah.
beautiful.
That's great if you want to go out with Marsha Brady.
That's okay. You're low self-esteem.
And Kacey, now they were going to go out to the desert. Who do you think drove to this date?
Well, Eric never drives. He babies his truck, and he never wants to put miles on it, so I don't know.
So you're guessing maybe Mary?
I would
Of
think.
course not.
and-
It wasn't even an issue.
Oh, was it? Eric drove?
Eric drove.
How about that? Well, way to go. Now, was it his truck or was it your car?
Oh, no. It was a friend's truck, actually.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
I didn't want to get my truck dirty.
It was loaded up, ready to go. He was very prepared.
All right, now, Eric, on the drive out to wherever you were going, did you notice some differences between the two women?
Yeah, I did. The whole time out there, the radio didn't go on. It's about a 2-hour trip out there. We talked the entire time, got to know each other really well. Kacey actually would have been on the freeway 5 minutes asleep, telling me to wake her up when we
I
get there.
fall asleep. He falls asleep.
So there's a lot of difference
Yeah,
between
she's
the two.
always sleeping on the way
All
out
right,
there.
so now if you're
I
out
do
in
not
the
sleep.
Mary, if you're out there on the desert riding motorcycles, that can be a little dangerous. Were you a little nervous at all?
No, I'd call it more of an adrenaline rush. He really knew what he was doing. It was quite obvious.
Yeah,
It was good.
So you felt comfortable. You were in
Oh,
good
yeah.
hands.
Oh, I was in very
Now,
good
were you
hands.
riding on the back or did you have your own bike?
No, I was riding on the back, holding
Hanging
on
on?
tight.
I've ridden on the back too.
I'm glad, Kacey.
Nothing new.
And Eric, could you tell she was having a good time on the back of the bike?
Actually, I could. She was holding on pretty tight, and around a couple turns, she held on real tight, so I actually made a point to make sharp turns that she'd hold on tighter.
Zigzagging all over the place.
Yeah.
Now, Eric, if you had to pick one as a better companion on motocross, who would it be? Would it be Mary or Kacey?
Oh, Mary, definitely. She knew what she was doing. She's ridden bikes before. Actually, I had so much confidence in her that I let her ride my bike. And I've never let Kacey ride my
I
bike.
cannot believe that.
Let me
she
take
rode your
control.
Now, Mary, what about when you were on this date? Were there anything, any hitches, any kind of...
Well, yeah, we're kind of driving home. We're in the middle of nowhere, and the truck breaks down.
Well, that sucks because it's not even
Wasn't
his
my truck.
Right, I mean, that's even worse, but did she panic?
Actually, she didn't. she actually took charge. I'm not too mechanically inclined, and she got out, popped the hood, was checking things out, moving things around.
Wow,
I didn't know what to do. Kacey would have just freaked out in the situation. You know?
Yeah, I'm not exactly a mechanic. Sorry.
So that wouldn't have worked for you either, Kacey. So Eric, you had to pass some time waiting to get rescued. What did you guys do?
Actually, I spent quite a while giving her a nice back rub. Actually.
Massage. You never give me massages.
Yeah, she liked it deep and hard, actually.
All right. So, Eric, obviously you had time to get to know Mary. What were some of the differences that stood out between the two of them?
Mary seemed to accept me for who I was. I'm a little wild and crazy, and Kacey tries to tame me a little bit, and she accepted me for what I was.
She let you be you.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
well, that's a good thing, I guess. You got to feel a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
And Mary, what about you? Did you get to learn anything about Kacey while you were hanging out with Eric?
Yeah, she's kind of a nag, he says.
I'm a nag. I'm a nag.
I told him about everything, and then
Everything.
she's addicted to 99-cent stores.
The shopping.
Well, we know she likes to shop, but we didn't know about the 99
Every
cent stores.
99-cent
There's
store.
nothing there except sunflower seeds.
So, Mary, all this time, you're out there in the desert. How were you finally rescued?
His friends, they came to our rescue. They brought his truck and their truck, so they took care of the broken one and let us go. They were great.
And off you were.
They took care of us, yeah.
So, Eric, you had to break down. You got rescued. Then where'd you guys go?
Well, it was actually a little late. We got back into town, and when we found one restaurant open, we went and had dinner. And then we ended up took her back to her truck, and gave her a nice long hug and a really nice sensual kiss. It was nice. It was nice.
Sensual kiss.
Now, one more time, Eric. And now, after the date, tell us the biggest differences between Kacey and Mary.
Kacey never has time for me. You know, it's that whole thing where I have to take a number to see her, and
I
our
work
date
2
started.
jobs and go to school.
It's funny
I
how she had
try.
time to hang out with me, but
How long was your date?
it lasted all night.
How long was it?
It lasted all night.
So you feel Mary would have more time for you?
Definitely.
And how long did you two spend together?
It was close to 13, 14 hours. It was.
They
The
broke
truck
down, they
broke
were
down.
stuck.
What else were you gonna do in the middle of nowhere?
And Eric, what about your friends? What did they think of Mary? Because they got to meet her.
Actually, they really liked her. Their exact words were, "You should dump Kacey and hold on to this one."
Well, we'll see if you take your friend's advice. Will a breakdown in the desert lead to a breakup for Eric and Kacey? We're going to find that out next. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. We're here with Eric and Kacey. Now, Eric came here today to show Kacey that he has all the qualifications that she needs in a man, but let's see who's more qualified for whom. Eric, we're going to get your decision first. Now, you say you feel like your girlfriend doesn't accept you for who you are and you can't be yourself. So we sent you out with Mary. You guys had a good time. You went motocross riding. You got to be you. You had a really good time. What do you say?
Well, Kacey never has any time for me, ever. Mary had all the time in the world for me. I just want Kacey to realize that that's what I need. And I'm gonna stay together.
Stay together. Mary, sorry things didn't work out for you. All right, Kacey, Eric says he wants to stay together. Now, it's been almost a year that you guys have been hanging out together, so that's a little bit of a time invested there. We sent you out with Zach. You guys got to do things that you said you don't get to do with Eric, so you appreciated that. You went dancing for one. There was some making out at the end of the date, obviously. What do you say?
Well, I had a great time with Zach. We have so much in common, and we got along great. And Eric and I, we get along really good half the time, but I think we're more like friends. So I decided to
Change of heart. Now, Zach, does that work for you?
That works for me.
Zach says, of course it does. Well, Eric, I'm sorry. You're going to have a chance to get to be who you want to be. Unfortunately, it's going to be with somebody else who may be better suited for you. That is our show for today. Thanks to Eric and Mary. And good luck to Kacey and Zach. We'll see you next time right here on Change of Heart.